From its inception in 2015, the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has undertaken massive infrastructure development as a core strategy for economic revival and growth. Hence, continuing from August 2019, the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, led by the Honorable Minister Babatunde Raji Fashola SAN, the Honorable Minister of State Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, and their team, has embarked on constructions, reconstructions, and rehabilitation of roads and bridges across all 6 geopolitical zones of the country, from highways that interconnect states to tarred roads in the most remote parts of the country that reconnect previously disconnected communities to economic hubs. The Federal Ministry of Works and Housing has maintained its aggressive drive towards creating safer and enduring roads as well as better travel experience for citizens of Nigeria, whilst facilitating interstate trade, travel, and tourism. Join us as we take you on the second part of this 2-part report showcasing our projects aimed at creating, rehabilitating, and expanding more roads to progress. It's just 9 in the morning, but this worksite is already alive with activity as engineers, artisans, and site foremen prepare for the day's business. This is the start point of the famous second Niger Bridge project, which was designed to provide relief for road users who for many years have had to endure the challenges of navigating the overly congested old Niger Bridge.
This bridge project is a very, very important project. In fact, the entire southeast and south-side geopolitical zone have been yearning for this project. The project itself, it links Asaba on the Delta State end, then Onitsha. Then apart from Onitsha, you have other towns and communities along the alignment of the road that the road traverses through.
The second Niger Bridge project is a combination of one main bridge that goes across the River Niger and 3 secondary bridges as well as access roads that link up several towns and communities in Enugu, Anambra, Delta, and Imo states.
It was a presidential election promised by the previous administration. They started it, but it ran into some difficulty and therefore couldn't go forward. Long and short is that this president is committed to executing that project and so many other things going on there.
The second Niger Bridge project is expected to be completed and delivered by February 2022. So all hands are on deck to ensure that this timeline is achieved. And the hope is that when this is completed, it will not just provide a huge relief for road users, but it will also galvanize trade and commerce between neighboring states and communities in the southeast, south-south, and beyond.
Our role first as a Ministry of Works is that we have a significant role to play in delivering the infrastructure that supports Nigeria's business undertaking. At the moment, the second Niger Bridge employs 1,447 people, Nigerians from different walks of life. There are subcontract benefits there to the local community. The last time I went there was dredging work and piling work and so many other things going on there. We are going to require 64,000 tons of cement to build that bridge. That cement is going to be made in Nigeria. Again, jobs. Again, production. Again, business.
For many Nigerians who have witnessed the many road infrastructure projects taking place across the country, one of the main benefits that they readily point out to anyone who cares to ask is the amount of jobs that have been created as a result of these projects. Many of the Ministry of Works and Housing road construction sites employ hundreds of youths in skilled, semi-skilled, and even unskilled labor sectors of the project. For a long time, Ewenike Chika couldn't find a job after he dropped out of school because his parents couldn't afford his school fees. And then the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing came to his community in Umunya, Anambra State, to reconstruct the 18-kilometer highway from Umunya to Amobia. As a youth in the community, he applied to work on the site and was engaged as an on-site mason.
Before I started working with RCC, I was a school dropout. You can see now that the hands of God is in our side. Through this job now, I have married, doing all my family responsibilities. You understand me? So I'm happy to be doing the job.
Ewenike and other youths in the community who have been working on this site are quite proud of their contributions as semi-skilled laborers on this project. For many years, the Umunya-Amobia road has been in a bad state, with some sections virtually impassable. But the story is changing because a complete overhaul of the highway is underway and no expenses being spared to ensure that the final output will stand the test of time.
The good thing about this particular road is that this type of pavement is not common within this part of the country. We are doing soil cement stabilization 200, we are doing stone base 200 mm, we are doing a modified binder of 60, we are also doing the normal binder, the popular binder known by everybody of 60, and then the wearing of 40. Then with all the drainage facilities also going on. In areas where we have subsoil problem here, we're also providing subsoil drainages to make sure that groundwater does not create problems to our pavement.
Although construction is still ongoing, the people of Umunya are happy with the progress and can already see better days ahead.
We are so happy because this road has been so bad for so long because they abandoned this road. So you cannot even go to Onitsha. From Okaya to Onitsha, you will spend like more than 2 hours before you get to Onitsha. But now that government are doing it, we are so happy. At least it will bring more development.
The Umunya-Amobia road project is just one of several road rehabilitation and reconstruction projects that the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing is undertaking in many parts of southeast Nigeria. In Ebonyi State, there is the Nenwe-Nara Road Construction Project, a 27.5-kilometer road project that will connect several communities to business and market hubs that they previously could not access easily. In Enugu State, major sections of the 9th Mile Orokam Road, which were previously impassable, have been transformed to smooth highways for road users who can now travel to and from their various destinations without delays.
Up to 30 minutes. But now 10 minutes or 5 minutes. The times are the motor are different. Business now.
I used to carry load of cows from Lafia to east. Enugu, Umaya, Port Harcourt, Aba, and the rest. And I follow this road twice in a week. Before, this side, the road no good, but at least now, as I can see, the road is looking very nice. My journey, I used to reach my journey in 10 hours from Lafia to Enugu. But if they finish this road, I can see that I will not spend more than 7 hours or 6 hours.
Also in Enugu State, work is underway on the Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway with the hope that when completed, it will link up several states and communities. And markets like this one will also see an increase in trade as more travelers ply the routes. Another major road project that is also ongoing in Enugu State is the Ojiache-Maku Road, a 21-kilometer road construction project that upon completion will connect farmers in the hinterland to bigger markets in semi-urban communities.
The length of the road is 16.5 main alignment with the 5.7 kilometers of spur. We have achieved up to about 1.5 kilometers of asphalt work, binder course. and we are preparing for about 5 kilometers of asphalt binder course. The program for this period, till the end of the year, is to achieve about 5 kilometers of binder course, and they are working towards that. The quality of work done so far has been very satisfactory to us in the ministry.
Way back before now, the road was not good, but at least with the effort of federal government, the road was okay, and people are patronizing the road very well now. At least this Xmas will have a lot of visitors. Those that are not coming before, they will turn up and come to see how the work is going on.
When the road finish, farmers they will enjoy the road mostly. They can carry their crops to the nearest village or nearest market, even to the town, inside the town also. For businessmen, everything will be moving smoothly. And no problem there.
Apart from executing road projects in urban and rural communities, the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing is also making road interventions in tertiary institutions. Two examples are the ongoing road construction projects in the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu, and the Federal School of Dental Therapy, also in Enugu State.
All our access roads are, let me say, highly unmotorable. Full of potholes, erosion menace. The hospital management has been trying by maybe doing some maintenance or repair works on their own before the Federal Ministry of Works now came to our aid. The particular area they embarked on, that is from the major entrance road down to the past our mortuary, down to the PEPFA. That place has been the worst aspect of the road we have. That particular road leads to the ward areas, the ICU, that's intensive care unit, the PEPFA, cafeteria. It also leads to our radiotherapy unit. By the time they complete it, of course, it's going to make things easier for us. Even already, just the earthwork that was done, people have already started making use of that place. So, of course, it's going to ease things for us.
The road network of the school is a bit okay, but we have some little challenges initially before this intervention, because the road has been constructed for over years now, and some of the roads we discover it has a lot of potholes due to the length in time that the road has been constructed, and we have the drainages that are becoming out of function because we have a very high flow of water here. Sometimes it creates erosion in some part of the land. Now that we have reconstruction of our drainage, we won't have issue of flooding anywhere. We won't have issue of erosion somewhere because the water will be channeled out to the major drainage system. This construction will bring a lot of beauty. It will change the aesthetic look of this environment, which we all know, and it will ease the movements of vehicles. And as well, the student and even the staff will be so much proud of the roads they have, the road network and the drainage system. And with that, I don't think we are going to have any issue concerning flooding anywhere again.
We have a lot of benefit on the road. One, it gives the school good look. And there's no student that will not be proud of the school to be looking nice. Then the second one is that during the rainy season, if rain drops, the gutters are bad, so students find it very, very difficult to pass through there. And as well, sometimes the grass that grow there harbor snakes, and I can't count how many times they reported the case of the students maybe passing between the road and they see a snake or something like that. So it's a very good one to have it in good shape.
In Abia and Imo states, major works are ongoing on sections 1 and 2 of the Umuahia-Aba Highway, the Owerri to Aba Road, and the Ohafia-Arochukwu Road.
The work actually being done on this road is complete reconstruction and rehabilitation. We remove the existing asphalt because of the failure, and we try to raise the road by increasing the depth of the road. We have 200 mm sub base, 150 mm sand cement, and we have 200 mm stone base, and we also have the finishing binder of 60 cm, and then we now have the wearing course, which is the final course on the road, 40 mm.
All these projects are targeted towards giving Nigerians better travel experiences and easier movement of goods and services across the nation. "800 kilometers from Abia in the northwestern state of Kano, an army of men and heavy-duty trucks have taken up a portion of the highway. This is the Kano to Maiduguri road project, probably one of the most important road projects in northern Nigeria, especially because of its significance to trade.
This is the major expressway linking the northeast, Kano Maiduguri. And you know, Maiduguri is a town that is bordered to 3 countries, Cameroon, Niger, and Chad. And there's a lot of trade going on. Kano is a major trade hub of the north, and it is linking all the way to the 3 major countries that are in boundary with Maiduguri, Borno State.
Due to its importance as a trade route, a construction contract for the Kano to Maiduguri highway was awarded in 2006 with a mandate to deliver in 40 months. But lack of funding would delay this project for almost 13 years until the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari came into office.
It is a 101 kilometer of road. It starts from Kano, goes through Woodall Bypass and ends in Jigawa State. This is lot 1 of the project. So far, we are okay now. We are moving 62% completed. What is remaining is about 38% of completion. There are 2 flyovers that are 100% complete on this project. There are 3 river bridges that are 100% complete on this project. The wearing cost is 130 kilometer complete. The binder cost is about 140 kilometer complete. So we're making progress. We don't have any issues now. The funds are moving. The current date now as of handing over is 21 December, as compared to when it was awarded to us 13 years ago in 2006.
With all hands on deck and funding secured, it is expected that the Kano to Maiduguri highway will be completed in record time, bringing trade, progress and prosperity to Nigerians living in Nigeria's northeast, northwest and beyond. Other major road projects that are ongoing in Nigeria's northwest include the construction of the Kaduna Eastern Bypass, dualization of Kano-Katsina Road, rehabilitation of Section C of the Funtua-Burning KB Road, rehabilitation of Section 1 and Section 3 of the Abuja-Kano Dual Carriageway, construction on the Sokoto-Ilela Road in Sokoto State, and roadworks in Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto State.
The level of the job has really gone up, and we are almost approaching 40% of the job completion. And we have done a lot of bridges. We have about 10 bridges, but on dual carriageway, which makes it about 10 bridges completed. And then we have another one that is about 90% on completion. All the pile works of the company of the bridges have been completed. All the clearing has been done. A lot of job has been done.
Mu muke amfani da wannan hanya
kuma a da can dai lokacin da hanyar yake nan ba a gyara ba, to a ƙashin gaske muna wahala a hanyar nan. Kuma sunan wannan hanya ne wanda ya tashi daga Kano zuwa Katsina. But alhamdulillahi mun gode Allah da Allah ya kawo mulkin Baba Buhari ya sa aka fara wannan hanya. Yanzu dai an yi ɗayan lane ɗin saura ɗayan lane ɗin. So muna roƙon Allah ya tabbatar mana da mu ga ƙarshen wannan hanyar da kuma wayansu hanyoyin da na wayansu jihohin daban.
The total length of the road is 73.4 kilometers. And so far so good. We've been able to complete about 28 kilometers of binder course and about 10 kilometers of asphaltic wearing course. Work is still ongoing, and as you can see in so many sections, we've been able to carry out about 15 kilometers of cement stabilized material section.
All over Nigeria, from east to west, north to south, roads to progress are being laid across the 6 geopolitical zones, connecting villages, towns and cities, and improving transport, trade and tourism. Today, thousands of Nigerians have been empowered as a result of jobs created under these road projects, and millions more have been lifted out of poverty due to the economic impact that increased and improved road access has had on their businesses.
If you look at our GDP numbers in the last quarter, in the quarter 3, you will see the growth impact of construction, of cement, and of the transport sector. So President Buhari says that he wants to take 100 million people out of poverty over a decade. This is partly what it means. It's not that he's going to give everybody a job directly, but his programs will impact. So people who have lost value on their property suddenly have an asset that has a good road. The capital value will increase. They will get either new tenants, they will get either new rental value, or they can now have that same asset worth more, and they can use it to access credit, to take loans, to do business. These are the elements of prosperity that will take many more people out of poverty.
Beyond these immense benefits to the Nigerian people, the hope is that these roads will play their part in giving Nigeria the advantage as she positions herself as a preferred business destination under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement.